Hey there folks, I'm Erik Osberg with the Outdoor Report, and I wanted to take a quick minute to walk you through the new lineup of open water rods from JT Outdoor Products. We're going to start with the Panhandler. This is the Ultra Light, okay? So it starts at Ultra Light, and then we're going to work our way up. So this is the Panhandler. Comes in a 6'6" and a 7 foot. It is intended mostly for panfish, obviously. That's why it's called the Panhandler. But it's a great multi-purpose, multi-species rod. If you're into slip bobbing, or earlier this spring, we were using 1/8 ounce jigs on minnows and pitching them into the weeds, and this rod worked absolutely perfect for that. I prefer the 7 foot because if I'm vertically jigging for panfish, gives me a little bit more reach, right? Gives me a little bit more radius that I can fish just vertically out the side of the boat. One thing you're going to notice is the reel seat on this thing, the handle on this thing is absolutely money. They've redesigned that. This is the old Panhandler. Has cork on it. Still awesome, right? Still fantastic rod. But with this new reel seat in here, this new handle, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can sense every little thing that is happening under the water. It's got the Sure Grip here on the butt. And again, the zonal technology, the curve on this rod is absolutely amazing. We use this obviously a lot for panfish. And if you're casting a 1/16 ounce jig or even a 1/32 ounce jig, I've used other rods. I'm not going to name names, but they're super whippy, right? So you take a cast and the whole rod bends. This rod, I don't know if you'll be able to see this either, but there you go. Then, brand new this year is the JTX Mag Light. This is just one step up. Great panfish rod, big crappies, big bluegills, 7'3", great action. That zonal technology gives you absolute perfect feel, sensitivity, and energy transfer, and the backbone to catch those bigger fish. But it's also the ultimate rigging rod. If you're into walleye fishing and you like to rig 3/8 ounces or less, the JTX Mag Light is a fantastic option. And another awesome grip on this rod. It's got the Sure Grip on the butt, and I can't really explain this handle to you. You have to put your hand on it because it fits like a glove, basically. You can put your thumb right there and you're going to detect every little thing that's going on down there. The flagship rod, so again, we started with Ultra Light Panhandler. We moved up to JTX Mag Light. Now, this is the original. This is the JTX Mag Medium Light. Great jigging rod, right? I've used it to pull crankbaits. I know it's not a trolling rod, but you got to improvise every once in a while. And again, superior feel. You can't really say enough about this rod. If you're into catching walleyes or bass or whatever it may be, even pike, this is a great middle-of-the-road technique anyways rod. High end as far as how it's built and how it's made, but a perfect rod. Then, again, new this year is the 6'9" Black Rain, and this is a medium. So you've got the Panhandler as the Ultralight, the JTX Mag Light, the JTX Mag Medium Light, and then you've got the JT Black Rain 6'9". If you're into jigging wraps or shiver minnows or puppet minnows or any type of heavier bait or bigger jigs or whatever, and you're doing this all day long, this again is the ultimate rod. The couple of changes for this year, for 2018, couple of new things, is the hook grabber, whatever you call this thing right here. It's closed this year. In last year's models, this was open, and it wasn't a bad thing, but every once in a while when you would cast, the line would get hooked in there. So Joe, being the perfectionist that he is, closed this up. Other thing that's new this year is the grips, is the handles. Again, once you put this in your hand, you're going to be convinced that this is the right rod for you, regardless of the feel from the butt to the tip. The other thing that's new this year are the guides. The old guides, old style of guides, they're more rounded, right? This has got a more elongated look to it, okay? Does a couple of things. It cuts down on the wind knots, if you will. The other thing that they've done is the material inside of this eyelet is the slipperiest material you can find. And what that means for you is super long casts. They still have the recoil guides up on top. Recoil, what does that mean? You can bend them and they're not going to necessarily break. Don't, ram on them all day long, but they're going to have some forgiveness there. So again, if you're looking for an open water rod, whether it be panfish, walleyes, bass, pike, JT has the complete lineup, starting with the Ultra Light Panhandler, then the JTX Mag Light, then the JTX Mag Medium Light, and then the 6'9" Black Rain in a spinning rod. They also have this in a bait caster, and that's a medium heavy. And I don't have that one with me, so we won't talk about that. The other cool thing about these rods, again, is the way that you buy them. You can contact a pro staffer. They can put one of these rods in your hand. There's pro staffers basically from the East Coast to the West Coast. Most of them are concentrated in the Midwest, but if you take a look around on the Facebook, I'm sure you can find one that'll be able to put a rod in your hand. The other thing that you can do is it's available at some retailers. For me, Gene's Sport Shop in Perham, Minnesota carries these. There's some other retailers around the state. There's in Minnesota, South Dakota, and Iowa that have these rods available in their store. And the third thing you can do is you can just go ahead and buy one online. And if you buy one online, make sure to go to jtodp.com, enter the promo code TheOutdoorReport, and you'll get 5% off your entire order. And so if you're looking for an open water rod this year and you haven't fallen in love with them already, I highly recommend you check out JT Outdoor Products.